I stutter. Oddly enough, when I'm alone, I don't stutter that much, so you can probably think that I'm full of shit right now. But I do. I have been stuttering since I was 3. I don't remember how it started, but it's a fact. I stutter more when I talk to someone that I care if they like me or not. Like, for example, recently I met the owners of my next apartment and I really cared if they liked me. And I stuttered more than now, definitely more. My stutter isn't very that severe, I have to admit that. It's not like I cannot say any words without repeating myself. It's more like I get blocks. So, for example, if I had to say today is Tuesday, I would say today is Tuesday. Sometimes I would also, if the word starts with an S, I would say like streaming, or if it starts with like a K or P or T, I would say like kite. It's been a great source of shame for me since I was, a kid. When I was little, I thought that I'm broken. I thought that there was actually something wrong with me. I didn't have anyone who also stuttered who would guide me. So I just thought I was different and I didn't fit. I also thought I would never have anything good happen to me in my life. I thought I would never have a girlfriend. I thought I would never have true friends. That all I can do in life is just not talk because I didn't want people to know that I stutter. I think it's truthful for everyone who stutters. The fear that if someone hears me stutter, they will think that I'm just weird. That there's something wrong with me in my head. And I didn't want people to think that. I was never really mocked. Only, well, a little bit. I wouldn't call it bullied, though. But the truth is, I felt always awkward about it. And I really wasn't able to do something, anything about it. I did go to speech therapist like thrice, maybe. And it's kind of funny because the speech therapist told me that I should use my hand and talk like that very slowly and take breath every 3 words. And I thought, well, fuck that. I would rather stutter than, like, to me, talking like that with my hand moving was way too fucking awkward and way worse than stuttering. So I never really took any speech lessons. With time, I also got, more used to it. And now I know those like hacks, when to make a pause, when to take a breath. And I don't really care that much anymore. If somebody, would mock me, I would just laugh, probably. I wouldn't think they're trying to do something, they're trying to offend me, really. Which wasn't true when I was a kid. Well, when I was a kid, there was actually a situation when I met a person who also stuttered. I didn't know that at first. So when I heard like, hi, I thought they were mocking me. Now I wouldn't really care. Also because now that I'm, grown, I know that bullies are not perfect themselves and they have bigger issues than I do. However, the truth is that I felt alone the majority of my life because of that. As I said, I didn't have anyone to guide me. I didn't have any person who would, comfort me. So it was tough, but I don't know exactly how it happened, but I know that I made the decision that stuttering will not define me, and that just because people have to take more time to listen to me doesn't mean that I cannot do things that most people would. I give lectures. I was a translator during a sermon. I was a teacher. I still stutter doing all of these things. I just don't really care that much. Well, to be honest, there are times when I do care more, as I just said, about the new owners of my new apartment. But the truth is that I don't really care that much, in general, mostly, or at least that's what I tell myself. It's just, if I had to choose, I feel like, yes, I don't really care that much, but if I could, I would rather not. I guess this is I guess this is the perfect description of how I feel about stuttering right now. If I could, I would gladly give it away, but I can't. At least now that I'm older, I guess now I know how it's like to be, to feel like the outsider. So that's why I don't really. That's a good question. That is actually a good question. Would I rather go back in time and stop that person who rushed into my room, or stop my parents from divorcing? I don't know. I don't know, because I like who I am right now with my stutter, and I don't know who I would have been if I had never stuttered. It's not always easy. When I was a kid, I would cry at night to my pillow, praying to God, God, please take away my stutter. Please do something about it. Please. If only I didn't stutter, I would be the most popular kid at school. Everyone would love me. Everyone would be, charmed by my speech, if that even makes sense. Well, that didn't happen. And I'm here now. I like my life, I guess, with my stutter. So at least that's something, right? So yeah, that's my short story, how I stutter. Yeah, thank you.